Welcome back, Trader Troops. So Crypto.com has taken a nosedive, and luckily enough, you probably expected this because you're subscribed to Trader Talks, okay? So we spoke about Crypto.com a couple of days ago, and I warned you that Crypto.com was becoming a little overextended, and we had completed this ABCD pattern right in here, and that we probably should expect a dip on Crypto.com. Now, we said that ideally the dip would end right in this area here because of the 100 and the 50 hour moving average. Now, unfortunately, that didn't happen because we had a new coronavirus strand found, a little bit of a black swan event, right? But nonetheless, we did expect some bearishness in Crypto.com. And luckily, if you did sell, you probably sold roughly around the top. And I did say that something like this, that's up 1,000% off of the lows, usually tends to pull back pretty hard. Now, enough of the tooting of my own horn. Let's talk about what is going to happen next on Crypto.com. So smash up that like button and subscribe, of course, before if you're new, and hit that bell notification icon. Also, we do have a Black Friday deal on the Measuring Markets program, 25% off your first month. The first 10 people that click the link in my bio will receive that deal, so make sure to act fast. And now let's get into the video. Okay, so let's start off on the weekly time frame because we do have a lot to talk about on this weekly time frame. Okay, we're going to go on a logarithmic scale, and we're going to see something a little bit scary. Okay, last time we spoke about CRO, we did mention the fact that RSI was way overbought and right next to the previous overbought zone that we ended up, taking a nosedive from, which was roughly 92. And if we actually really zoom in here, we're going to see that we just barely, pretty much we're starting to top out at that area, the same exact area where we saw a massive tumble in the past, okay? So RSI is definitely way overextended, and therefore some bearishness should be expected, as we are already seeing. Next, I wanted to talk about the Fibonacci extension that we used, which was from this low to this high over here, the previous bull run, right? Just as we always use the Fibonacci extensions. We'll see that we are now below this 1.618 Fibonacci extension from this previous bull market. And I said that the 1.618 tends to be a pretty strong level of resistance for parabolic moves because it represents a level of exhaustion. And when we were making that previous CRO video, we were trading above this. So we thought that that was pretty bullish that we were able to trade above that because that meant that we should be able technically to get to the next Fibonacci extension, which was the 2.0. Now that's changed a little bit because it seems like we are now going to close below this 1.618, which is a sign of rejection, right? We got this massive upper wick rejecting that level roughly around 74 cents. So we're going to close below 74 cents this week unless we have some sort of miracle rally. And that's definitely not going to help CRO's case. Now let's drop down to a daily time frame and try to make sense of this. Okay, if we go on to this daily time frame, get off that logarithmic scale, and we draw a Fibonacci retracement from this low to this high, usually in a strong uptrend, what ends up happening is that we pull back down into this 382 Fibonacci retracement because that is the first Fibonacci retracement that tends to act as a level of support. And if you're in a strong uptrend, then usually the first Fibonacci level, or at least the first level of support, is going to be bought up because people are eager to buy on the way down as soon as they can. So it makes sense that the 382 is usually that level of support. And as you can see, we're pretty close to reaching that. That number is roughly 62 cents. Now, if we drop down to an hourly time frame where we saw that ABCD pattern completely call the top for CRO, we do have a little bit of a reaction zone right to the left over here. Not much, okay, but we do have this previous low that also is coincidentally the C point 4-hour ABCD pattern. All right, that low right there combined with the fact that we have the 382 Fibonacci retracement, which is this orange line right in here, we can kind of gauge a little bit of a support zone between roughly 68 cents and 62 cents. So in my opinion, if you must know, in my opinion, not financial advice, just my opinion, I think that CRO really has only one shot left, and this is it right in here, okay? So personally, a very low risk trade for me in my book would be buying this dip in here, and if we start breaking below that 382, then it's probably not even worth it anymore because when we have these parabolic moves beginning to end, usually they die down very quickly and they start to downtrend very slowly for a long time, and it becomes a pain to be a holder of that coin, okay? So I think if this uptrend is going to continue, which we might have a strong chance of doing that because if you saw the Bitcoin video, whether I posted it before or after this video, that's why you subscribe and check out the videos. If you saw that Bitcoin video, we also see that Bitcoin is in a big level of support, and so Bitcoin may begin to rise, which may rise all other coins with it. This level of support between 68 and 62 may be a key area for Crypto.com. We also see that RSI, if we take a look, RSI has just went over, has just went oversold here. So we see a massive spike to the upside on RSI after just being oversold. That is also a decent sign. So in my opinion, I do think this area right in here is a somewhat attractive, but nonetheless, this is still very overbought and coming off the highs pretty strongly. So be very, very careful what you're going to do here. I gave you my opinion. Do what you will with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to smash up that like button and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon if you're new, because we post in real time every single day. So it's very easy to miss my content. Also, if you're interested in the Black Friday deal, just use my link in the description down below for 25% off. Only the first 10 people are going to get that. So act quickly, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.